Hey guys, I'm sure you've already seen that new game everyone on the internet is talking about. Every YouTuber is making videos about it and getting crazy views. Even though the game came out just a month ago, it's already beating some of the old classics in stats. If you guessed grow a garden, you're 100% right. I got super curious too, like, why does it always have at least 2 million players online? So today, we're jumping in to check it out and find out what makes this game so special. Alright, so I just joined the game and decided to explore the place a bit. The first thing I saw was, yep, my very own garden. It looked pretty empty and kinda sad, but don't worry, we're gonna fix that real soon. Next to it, there's a Robux sign that lets you grow everything instantly, and of course, there's the name of my garden. But right now, we only care about one thing. Where do we get seeds? I walked up to two little shops. One of them, as far as I can tell, is where you sell your harvested crops. But the one we're really looking for is the seed shop. You start the game with just 20 cash, so I decided to spend half of it on carrots and plant them in my garden. While I was peacefully planting my little carrot, some random cat came up to me. He said hi. I said hi back. Then he asked if I needed help. Of course I said yes, because honestly, I had no clue what I was doing in this game. He said he wanted to give me something. It was beans. At the time, I thought, okay, that's probably the cheapest crop or something. But nope. Turns out it wasn't cheap at all. Then he gave me more, and more. And since it was my first time playing, I had no idea what I was supposed to do with all that. So I asked him, should I sell it? He said yes, so I did. And guess what? I got 340,000 cash. Saying I was shocked is an understatement. So I ran straight to the shop and bought the most expensive seeds they had, tomatoes. Hey, everyone starts somewhere, right? I happily went to plant my tomatoes, harvested my carrots, and sold them too. Yay, my first official sale. Then I waited for my tomatoes to grow. While waiting, the shop restocked, but nothing new popped up, so I bought one more tomato seed. And as I was planting it, that same cat came back again. He gave me grapes, then mangoes, then more mangoes, then even more mangoes, and beans, and grapes, and guess what? More mangoes. I have no idea what I did to deserve all these gifts, but it honestly made my day. Later he told me that's how he started too. And if you see someone who's just beginning, and you've got something to spare, share it. It makes the game so much easier for them. I still follow that advice to this day, and I totally recommend you do too. Because when you do something good, it always comes back to you. While we were still chatting, I decided to ask him, how do you even get rare seeds if they're always out of stock? He explained that it's all about luck. And then he gave me a mole. Honestly, I was kind of scared at first, but he told me, whatever I do, don't sell it. Instead, I should place it in my garden, and it'll start bringing me money and random items. Of course, I listened and did exactly what he said. Then I asked if I needed to feed it or something, and he said, only sometimes. And that's when my solo adventure began. I started growing my garden all by myself. First thing I did, of course, was sell all the gifts from our new kitty friend. But in the middle of that, I got distracted. I decided to feed our new little buddy. By the way, she totally needs a name. I think Molly sounds kind of cute, but drop your ideas in the comments. So I gave Molly some grapes, but she only got 4% full. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. Sorry, Molly. Then the shop restocked, and I ran straight over to spend my big stacks of cash on new seeds. Following our wise cat friend's advice, I bought bamboo and watermelon seeds. He explained that these ones are different. They're not permanent, like mango or grapes, and they disappear completely after you harvest them. Sadly, watermelon went out of stock right after, so I grabbed more bamboo instead. Then I rushed back and planted everything. 3 bamboos and 1 little watermelon. Finally, I sold all the leftover gifts from the cat and got a total of 339,000. After that, while my crops were growing, I went off to explore other players' gardens, just to see how the pros do it. While I was exploring, I saw some really weird stuff. There was a radioactive pumpkin, an apple orchard, and then something strange in the middle of the map. I went to check it out and saw 2 owls just chilling there. But one of them was totally watching my every move. Creepy, right? There were also 2 stands. One had a random egg machine that gives you pets to help with your harvest, and the other, it sold glowing lunar radioactive seeds. I got super curious. I had to try my luck. So I bought 1 mystery seed pack. Let's roll the lottery. And I got glow shroom, the most common basic lunar seed. But hey, it's still cool. So let's find a nice little spot in the garden and plant it anyway. While I was planting it, the shop restocked, so I ran back to check what's new. Not a lot, but pumpkin seeds showed up, so I grabbed those. Planted them right next to my little watermelon. While waiting for everything to grow again, the gotcha cravings hit hard. So I went back to the center of the map. This time, I checked out what the second owl does. Turns out, there's some kind of event going on. I need to collect mutated moon fruits, and if I complete all the steps, I can win the owl as a pet. Challenge accepted. Then I wandered off to explore the rest of the map. On the far side, I found a pet shop, a decoration shop with some pretty pricey items, and a garden care shop with different tools and buffs. Before I could finish browsing, the shop restocked again. But sadly, nothing exciting popped up. So I jumped into someone else's garden and harassed their snail a little. Sorry, not sorry, but I couldn't stay away from that stand in the middle for long. Alright, seeds aren't working out for me today, so let's test my luck with the egg randomizer. Bought one and took it home to hatch. Now I had to wait 30 seconds, the longest 30 seconds ever. I even managed to sell some bamboo while waiting. And then, moment of truth. Spinning the lottery again, I got a mole. Okay, I already have one, but hey, it's not the most common pet in the shop, so my luck isn't totally awful. I immediately fell in love with her and decided to feed her some bamboo. But guess what? She only got 3% full. So yeah, stay hungry, Molly 2.0. At that point, I decided to take a little break from all the adventures and just focus on growing my garden for a bit. Well, turns out I can't sit still for too long, so I decided to wait for the night event to see what it's all about. It was less than a minute away, so I waited patiently. Boom! It started! Suddenly, these weird doors popped out of the ground. Wait, is this a shop? OMG, the prices here are insane! And here I was thinking I was a millionaire with my 600,000 kinda sad, not gonna lie. But make sure to watch my next videos to see how I eventually buy everything in that shop. Also, I'm rewatching this part now that I understand the game better, and look what was there. Moon Mango. If you know, you know. That stuff never shows up in stock, and I didn't have the money back then. Now I do. But no mango? Pain. Alright, back to it. The regular shop also restocked at night, so I ran to check it out. Nothing too exciting, but I grabbed an apple tree anyway. I also checked the pet egg stand and saw one uncommon egg, so of course I grabbed it. Fingers crossed for a little chick. Time to run back home and open up all my goodies. Wait, what's this? Looks like one of those mutated moon plants the owl mentioned earlier. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Let's place the egg for now. Wait, another mutated plant? A glowing shroom this time. I'll leave it for now. Maybe it grows more. Time to sell some bamboo. Yes, we got 4 points. Just need 6 more for the reward. By the way, my garden's kind of glowing now with all these lunar plants around, but I'm scared to harvest them. What if they grow again or give more points later? So for now, I'm just focusing on building up my garden. The shop just restocked again. Ooh, cactus seeds. I don't have any yet. Buying instantly. Also restocking on bamboo while it's available. Let's go plant everything. Alright, looks like my lunar plants aren't going to grow more. Let's harvest them and bring them to the owl. And we got a hedgehog pet. Look how cute he is. Okay, no time to get distracted. Let's harvest the new mutated plants. Ugh, we're 1 point short. We needed just 1 more. But hey, the night's not over yet. Maybe luck will smile on us with 1 more moon plant. Spoiler alert, it didn't. We didn't get any more mutated moon plants. GG. Well guys, that's it for today, I gotta say. I really enjoyed this game. Even though the interface is super simple, it 100% deserves all the hype and popularity it's getting. And just between us, while editing this video, I've basically been playing it 24/7. I'm obsessed. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the game? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.